As we move further along the spectrum, we finally arrive at the explanations grounded in archaeological evidence and historical context. This is where the true story of Senusret II's pyramid begins to unfold, revealing a narrative deeply intertwined with the political and economic realities of the Middle Kingdom. Senusret II's reign, 1897 to 1878 BC, fell within the 12th dynasty, a period of renewed stability and prosperity following the political fragmentation of the First Intermediate period. This era saw a resurgence of royal power, marked by ambitious building projects, the expansion of trade, and significant advancements in art and literature. The construction of pyramids, a tradition that had waned after the Old Kingdom, was revived, albeit with some modifications. Unlike the solid limestone pyramids of the Old Kingdom, such as those at Giza, Senusret II's pyramid employed a core of mud bricks. This was not a sign of technological decline, but rather a pragmatic adaptation to the available resources and economic realities of the time. Mud brick, a readily available material made from Nile earth and chopped straw, as described by 19th century Egyptologist John Shea Perring, was a cost-effective filler. This core was ingeniously built upon a natural limestone mound, further reinforced by a network of large limestone cross walls radiating outwards, providing structural integrity while minimizing the need for expensive quarried stone. This mud brick core was never intended to be visible. The entire pyramid was originally encased in fine Tura limestone, presenting a smooth, gleaming surface that would have rivaled the grandeur of its Old Kingdom predecessors. This casing served not only an aesthetic purpose, but also a symbolic one, projecting the image of a powerful and stable reign, a key concern for rulers of the Middle Kingdom seeking to reassert royal authority after a period of instability. In the 19th dynasty, some 600 years after Senusret II's reign, Ramesses the Great, a pharaoh known for his extensive building program and penchant for repurposing older monuments, as evidenced by his additions to the temples at Karnak and Luxor, stripped the pyramid of its valuable limestone casing. This act, meticulously documented by Flinders Petrie in his excavations at El Lahoun, was not an act of vandalism, but rather a practical decision driven by the need for readily available building materials for Ramesses' own ambitious projects. Over the next 3,000 years, the exposed mud bricks were subjected to the relentless forces of nature. Wind, rain, and the intense desert sun, combined with the occasional human interference, such as the removal of mud bricks for fertilizer by local farmers, a practice documented in the 19th and 20th centuries, gradually eroded the core, leading to the dark, weathered, and seemingly melted appearance we observe today. Imagine a city dominated by an enormous temple complex dedicated to Amun-Ra, a royal palace. Bustling residential areas, all built with colossal granite pillars. These weren't just any stones. We're talking about 20 to 30-ton monoliths, painstakingly quarried, carved, and transported over 1,000 kilometers from Aswan in southern Egypt. The exact cause of Tanis's decline remains a puzzle. The conventional narrative, favored by many Egyptologists, points to a shift in political power, with cities like Sais and eventually Alexandria rising to prominence. The changing course of the Nile is another factor. As the river shifted, it likely caused flooding and erosion, rendering the area less habitable. However, let's delve deeper. If the city was simply abandoned, wouldn't the inhabitants have taken their valuables? Why leave behind hoards of treasure? The photographs from the initial rediscovery of Tanis reveal a scene of almost biblical destruction.